So on to the second page of the sketchbook. The first page is up on a video on my channel, so check that out. So we started nice and colourful, taking the pressure off a bit. First page, that's the first one, you really need to get it right. The second page, well, it can be a bit disappointing, that's alright. So we're going to start on the right side, just because that's how I always seem to do it. I'm not sure, there's no real reason. And this is what I'm going to be using kind of as a reference, certainly an inspiration point. I really like it, it's got a nice vibe, it's the same kind of colours as the page before, but that's okay, it's a nice colour, we can reuse it. And I'm just going to be changing the can from Coca-Cola to Pepsi because that's a way easier logo to draw, no other reason really. But yeah, Coca-Cola is a very difficult logo to draw. So it's just me sketching out my shape, I guess, using a very bog standard red pencil. I'm not trying to make it too realistic, I want it to be recognisable, but I don't want to stress it over it for too long. I'm going to be using gouache for this because I'm loving gouache at the moment because I have some nice colours, and I'm just making kind of a lighty blue with lots of water, and I'm going around the edges. I don't know if you can see it, there's like a little nick in the paper. That's from where I tried to put tape down, it just didn't work with this paper, maybe it's too thin, I don't know. I'm not going to risk it though, so that's why I'm not using tape, and that's why the lines aren't all straight and neat. I actually don't mind this effect, maybe you do, but yeah, I don't mind it too much. And then I add some darker blue to make the colour of the actual can, and I don't add enough water, which is dumb and annoying, but it still works alright, I guess. And I just colour in this area, and then I also add some blue for the blue bit of the logo. Unfortunately, I don't film me doing the grey bit of the can, like, dumbly, I just don't film it, but I basically just use a few different shades of greys to make some dimension. I then use a red watercolour pen. This is by Tombow, but any red pen will work. And this is just because I'm lazy again. I've been lazy at the moment. Just to do the red bit of the logo, you could definitely just use paint. And again, me being lazy is I don't wash my palette, so I used a green that was already on my palette. This kind of reminded me at this point of this drawing from my other sketchbook. Just like an old metal thing with new life in it, and I think it's kind of a vibe. I quite like it, it's a nice way to start it. Anyway, I'm going a bit behind, so I then use a red pen to do outlines and a white pen to do the logo. This one doesn't work though. White pens are so temperamental. This one does work fortunately, although it's not completely white because it picks up some of the red colour. I then rearrange my pencils because they're not in rainbow order, and that is dreadful. And I start on the other page. For the other page, I'm just going to do lots of little sketches of faces. I don't use any references, which is a bit dumb, but it kind of works. So yeah, this one. It's just a yellowy palette with a few oranges. She ends up looking quite sad, in my opinion. Very emotional. I'm not sure why. It's not deliberate. But there you go. I make the cheeks quite stylised because I'm really liking that style at the moment, and it means that it doesn't have to be completely realistic, which I also like. I actually think my eyes, I don't know, they kind of work, but they're not very, they're kind of wonky. I also do some boys on this page. I never draw boys, I'm just don't, like I always draw women. So this is a boy that I'm drawing. I basically just draw a woman but slightly more angular with short hair. It's kind of generalising, but that's what I do. This is a green girl. I really don't like this girl. My pencils were quite blunt, and the fact it's green didn't really help, so she ended up looking a bit hobbity, but you know, you live and you learn, and that's a really cheesy quote, but I'm using it to justify the fact that this is a really bad drawing. This one I do like though. He looks kind of chill and relaxed and nice, and yeah, just because I've never drawn boys, I was like pleasantly surprised that this one ended up working. This one, I kind of copied the other one. It's basically the same but slightly less good, and with red obviously. So this is just a close-up. And then with the lack of any original doodle ideas, I just end up doing some swatches to fill in the massive amount of white on this page. I would have done some flora, some fauna, but I kind of feel like I don't want to do two bits of fauna on one page, so that's why I do the swatches, kind of. Anyway, so this is how it all turns out looking. I am happy with this page, I think it's good. I've tried some new things, I've done some sketches which I'm pleased with. There are a few faults, obviously that little scratch there, and I don't like the green one, she really does look like a hobbit. But overall, yeah, I'm pleased to have done the second page, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!